What up, Homedawgs? My name is Gokey Gamer, coach of the Milwaukee Medichams, and welcome everybody to the quarterfinals, finally, of the Luxuryball division, where this week we're going to be taking on none other than Pokemaster, coach of the California Trailblazers. Here are the teams. Flap! Alrighty, so we are going to see Terra Fairy Jolteon is here, but no Terra Aqua Tauros. That's crazy. I don't know why my thing disconnected. It's probably because I took too long. Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna have to restart my Switch in a let's see, so give me a second. Okay, we're back. So, Terra Fairy Jolteon is very interesting. I was very worried about like a Terra Flying or a Terra Ice Jolteon. So Terra Fairy Jolteon makes a lot of sense. I'm wondering if it's Quick Feet. I think that makes a lot of sense. I'm really scared about Gengar and Mamoswine in particular. Volcanion could be a major issue. I definitely think it's coming because it has to. I think it's going to be AV for Chi-Yu specifically. But the nice thing is, this is probably my best matchup in the entire season thus far. I do really like my matchup. I think it is really nice. Obviously, Mew is a problem, and like, you know, Dragonite could be an issue, things like that. But overall, I do think this is an amazing matchup for me. Again, the fact that the ground type is weak to fire, and yes, it has the thick fat, but still, that is very nice for me. The other thing as well is that there is no hazard removal aside from Defog on Mandibuzz, and if Mandibuzz has Defog, then that means it's running Defog over a move it really wants to run. So that's really nice. We are going to see Mandibuzz, Jolteon, Mew, Dragonite, Gengar, and Volcanion. So this is no Mamoswine. Wow! Oh wow, that is massive for me. I'm a big fan of that. No Mamoswine is so nice. No Tinkaton is great too. I think I'm just going to lead Magnesium. Magnesium is such a great lead here. It leads great into anything that's not Volcanion, but I have the, whatchamacallit for that specifically. Volcanion could be Choice Scarf, but I don't think it will be. I think Choice Scarf Volcanion is a bit too risky here. Again, it definitely could be, but I doubt it. So, this is going to be a very fun game. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. I really wish I didn't even bring Boots now, because I don't even think there's a Hazard Setter on this team. In fact, yeah, there is no Hazard Setter, so now I really wish I didn't bring Boots. I really wish I brought AV Chi-Yu now, but I will still very gladly take this. Alrighty, the other nice thing as well, all of these Pokemon do not want to get Thunder Waved by my Sandy Shocks. And the only Pokemon that does is Jolteon, and Jolteon, because it's not Terra Ice, does not want to be in against Sandy Shocks. Now, granted, Jolteon could be like a Calm Mind set or something like that, which is scary, but I have ways to check that, so I'm not super worried about it. We are going to go ahead and see for the lead, it's going to be Mew. This is probably best case scenario, because if I can paralyze this, that is going to be really massive for me. So I'm immediately just going to fire off a Thunder Wave and not even care. If we can get Mew paralyzed, that is massive for me. It's Choice Scarf, so that's very interesting. So we see the Choice Scarf. We are going to go for the Thunder Wave immediately. So, actually, no, it's not. Okay, it might not be Choice Scarf because I forgot I'm not max speed. But, this is still really nice. I'm okay with this. And, yeah, you're paralyzed. We can't get paralyzed now. We are going to recover HP, which is awesome. And now I'm just going to click Spikes, I think. I think I can just click Spikes here. I don't need this. I mean, this Pokemon is nice for other parts of the game, but I think what I do, I mean, actually, it's special. I could go into Walking Wake, now that I think about it. Low-key, yeah, I do kind of like going Walking Wake here. Walking Wake is a pretty free swap. I think it comes down to if I want to set up hazards or if I want to save this. I'm not too sure. I do really like this for... Let's see, I do really like... Actually, you know what? There is no ground Pokemon. I'm going to go for Volt Switch. I think that's what I'm going to do here. We're going to go for a Volt Switch. Bada bing, bada boom. It's going to do a small chunk of damage to Mew, which is great. I'm a big fan of that. So now what I'm going to do... I guess Mew could set up hazards here, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is if it's clicking those types of attacks. I'm going to go into Wake Up here. This will probably reveal that we're we're Assault Vest, but also the fact that this is not physical is really nice, so I'm a big fan of that. We are going to see Rocks, so now I am glad I had hazards. We are going to immediately go for, we could either click Draco, we could click Flip Turn, we could click Hydro Steam. I think what I do here, I'm very curious to see what they want to do. I could just go for a Flip Turn, predicting the swap. I think the incredibly obvious thing to do is either they stay in or they go for Volcanion. So I'm very curious to see Sandy Shocks versus Mew. It's definitely has some offensive investment, which is good to know. So I'm going to do this. Draco Meteor into like a Flip Turn or a Hydro Steam will kill, so I'm going to click Draco here. We are going to see the swap. I'm hoping to see Volcanion here, because if Volcanion comes in, that's massive for me. We are going to see Volcanion coming in. I am a big fan of this. So this Pokemon's going to get immediately chipped, which is great. Boom, massive damage. Okay, that's absolutely Assault Vest. Let's see what, let's see here. That looks to be, okay, so it looks to be interesting, but I'm okay with this. I think what I'm going to do, I mean, this is kind of my check for this, low-key, so maybe I just stay in. I think I'm just gonna click Draco again, or I can click Weather Ball as well. This is my check for this, so I think I'm just gonna click Draco again. Yep, we're gonna click Draco again, bada bing, bada boom. This will reveal that we're Assault Vest as well, which is great. Volcanion is very heavily chipped. We're gonna see a Sludge Wave, actually, so that's very interesting. Okay, I'm okay with this. I think now I might go into... You could predict a swap. I think you could definitely predict a swap. I think I'm just gonna click Draco again. I might as well. Like, we win this 1v1, honestly, so this is fine. I'm okay with this. Volcanion getting so extremely chipped. Yeah, we see a Steam Eruption, that's why I stayed in. Let's go, love to see that. I'm just gonna keep clicking it. I don't care. I don't care. We're gonna miss. Unfortunate. Okay, but yeah, this is fine. We're gonna see another Steam Eruption. You're predicting a swap. I'm not switching out here. I'm never switching out. I'm literally never switching out. I want this thing gone. We're gonna click Draco once again. Bada bing, bada boom. Volcanion is no longer a Pokemon that I have to worry about, which is great. Walking Wake has already done what it needs to do. The burn sucks for longevity purposes, but ultimately it's not too big of a deal. We do lose our bulkier Pokemon, and that kind of sucks for Gengar, but I'm okay with this, ultimately. I think this is just fine, because Volcanion is so extremely chipped that we're kind of mad chillin' right now. We're gonna fire up a Draco Meteor again, bada bing, bada boom. Does a lot of damage. Let's go. We're gonna see another Sludge Wave. It's gonna do a small chunk of damage, boom. Okay, that is fine. I do wish we didn't miss our last attack, but it is what it is. We're gonna immediately just go for one more Draco and call it a day. Very big fan of this development, I will not even lie to y'all. We are going to see that they do swap, so if I get a Hazard up, then Volcanion dies. We're gonna see Jolteon, the Sinnoh champion, so this is gonna do a decent chunk of damage to this. I mean, not a decent chunk of damage, but we could get a crit. That'd be pretty cool. Boom! Okay, we don't get the crit, unfortunately. I will go ahead and click, I guess I could just click the, whatchamacallit button. I could click Hydro Steam here on the off chance. I think I'm just gonna click Flip Turn though, because I can use this as a sack if they opt to save, if they opt to not let this thing go down. Then I can go into Sandy Shocks and I can click Spike for free. We are gonna see that they Terra, so my guess is they are probably going to go ahead and most likely, I'm not sure. Terra Fairy makes sense. We're probably going to see either a Calm Mind or Terra Blast. Terra Blast makes sense. So now I'm just immediately going to go into Sandy Shocks, and I am going to go ahead and click a layer of Spike, because that gets damage off on something, which is great, and yeah, nothing wants to switch in on Sandy Shocks here. So we're going to go ahead, switch in Sandy Shocks, and we're going to set up a layer of spikes because that is really, really massive for me later on in this game. We don't have defog, so it do be like that sometimes. If we force Mandibuzz to defog, then I get rid of rocks on our side, which ultimately isn't a big deal if we keep our rocks or not. I'm not sure. Okay, it also looks like it's not the whatchamacallit Scarf. Well, it looks like it's not the Quick Feet, so that's good to know as well. It could be Scarf. I don't think it is, though. Lilligant endgame is looking nicer and nicer. We are going to see just a raw Terra Blast again, so maybe this is Specs. I'm not sure. Boom. That does a lot of damage, so my guess is that's probably actually Specs. We're going to set up a layer of spikes here, so bada bing, bada boom. Let me actually calc this damage for real quick. Okay, so not necessarily the case, but I think what I'm going to do, like Gold, Chi-Yu can come in for free against this and just completely check it, so that's really nice. I could also send in Torkoal here, I think, and do some fun stuff. I think what I do, I think I will let this Pokemon go down. I'm going to set up a layer of Spike in case they want to predict a swap or something like that. We are going to see that they just go for another Terra Blast. That's fine by me. You could be Scarf, actually. You could just be Choice Scarf, honestly. So Magnesium's going to go down, which is fine. I'm okay with this, ultimately. Like, yeah, Chi-Yu can just come in for free and do Chi-Yu things, which is pretty awesome. I'm a big fan of that. I could also send in Torkoal and click Yawn or Stealth Rock and get my rocks up, which I kind of also like. So I think, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I think I will go in... Actually, no, I think I'll go into Chi-Yu, because Chi-Yu forces a swap every single time. Because I can just click Overheat or Psychic. I can click so many buttons here. This will reveal that we're heavy-duty booties as well, so that's good to know. We'll get some intel on this, too. My guess is probably Dragonite is the switch. We could also see a Volcanion Sack. I think that also makes a lot of sense. I will go ahead and click Ruination here because that does the most damage against literally everything. So Ruination, bada bing, bada boom. We are going to see the swap here. So I'm very okay with that. Let's see what switches in. It's going to be Volcanion. So Volcanion is going to come in. My guess is it's probably AV, so it dies. Yes, it dies to the spikes. Alrighty, Volcanion goes down. So Chi is going to lock in Ruination, and we miss, obviously, but I'm okay with that. Dragonite's going to be the swap here, I imagine. Yep, Dragonite's going to be the switch. That's fine. So I have a couple of options here. You're probably going to click Dragon Dance. That would be my assumption. I could go into Captain here and just click Air Slash and do some of those shenanigans. I think what I'm going to do here, I will go ahead and probably click Ruination, because I think you just do have to click the Dragon Dance button. So I'm going to click this. I guess I could have clicked Dark Pulse as well, but if I can get a lot of damage off against this, that's great. We're going to go for Ruination here. Bada bing, bada boom. Does a lot of damage when we break multi-scale. I'm very okay with that. We're just going to lock in Outrage, so that's interesting. Chiyu goes down. Unfortunate. Can Torkoal live a hit from this, actually? I should be able to live a hit unless it's, like, banned. So I'm going to go ahead and switch in Undertale, actually. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and click the... I could click Yawn. I'm going to click Rocks, though, I think. I will go ahead and click Rocks. I'm liking this play. We're setting up HISUIAN and LILLIGANT quite a bit, which I'm a big fan of. We just die immediately, so that must mean it's banded. Okay, we do see that they do see Confusion, so that's good to know. I'm gonna go ahead and send in Elegance here. Elegance is a pretty obvious switch. I really want to click SD here, but I don't think I can safely. You are confused, I think. If I SD, I straight up win the game. That's the thing. That's why I really want to click this button. I think I'll play it safe. I'll just click Triple Axle here. Now I really wish I clicked it. We're hopefully seeing Mandibuzz here. Mandibuzz switching in here would be absolutely amazing. It is going to be Mandibuzz, so we're going to fire off a Triple Axle against this. I really wish I clicked SD now, but if we, as long as it's not Weak Armor, then we're fine. Are you Weak Armor? We hit one time. Of course. All right, I have to switch in Talonflame. I need to scout and see if you have a flying move. We could see Defog here. Defog makes a lot of sense. This is scary, I won't lie. We're gonna just see Raw Brave Bird. Okay, so you do have Brave Bird. That's good to know. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and click Taunt, I think, and then just spam Flamethrower, just because of the fact that that prevents you from healing. And the more damage you take from this... Oh, I should have clicked Terra Steel. Whoops. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, this is pretty scary. I might actually lose this game now. This is really well played by my opponent. I did get a bit unlucky, which, you know, yeah, I did get a bit unlucky, but ultimately my opponent played this very well. So I think I'm going to need a bit of luck in order to win this game. We're going to fire off a taunt here, so that way you can't do any of those types of shenanigans, which is great. We're going to see that the no toxic for you. I'm going to go ahead and Terra Steel now and just click Flamethrower. Nothing wants to switch in against this, which is nice. Not even Jolteon wants to switch in, so I'm okay with this. Man, maybe I shouldn't have let Torkoal go down, because now I'm running out of chances. Like, now I'm running low on Sun turns, and that's what Lilligant likes. So we're going to see the swap. So that's fine. I'm okay with this. We're going to go ahead and see Mew switch back in, which I'm okay with. Okay, so you're going to take damage from spikes, which is fine. We're going to fire off a Flamethrower here and our Terra Steel, obviously. So you could go for, like, an Earth Power or something like that. I'm trying to figure out how I win this game. I'm not too sure, unfortunately. I'm not too sure on how I win this game. We're going to fire off a Flamethrower, which is going to do a lot of damage to this Mew, thankfully. Yeah, that does a lot of damage to Mew, which I'm okay with. We have 3 turns of Sun. Lilligant's never going to win this game now, unfortunately, because Gengar kind of checks it, but it do be like that sometimes. I think I'm just going to go for a Flamethrower here and just pick up the kill. Mew's going to go down, which is great. Okay. Dragonite's going to come in and ruin... Well, here's the thing. Dragonite has to choice lock itself into Earthquake, probably. So, low-key, actually, if Dragonite comes in, Terra Steel Talonflame is looking really solid right now. The only problem is Jolteon is the switch. So you're going to take Hazard Chip, which is... No, your Boots. Okay, that's good to know. So I am in range to die to Jolteon, unfortunately. But I think I can just still go into Elegance here. You could go for a Terra Blast, I guess. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Roost. I want to see what you do here. You could go for Volt Switch. You're just going to go for Weather... Wow, well played. Okay, I lose then. I think I just straight up lose. Well played. All right, we're going to go into Lilligant here. Bada bing, bada boom. We should always lose to Gengar now, so that was really well played on my opponent. I'm going to click Solar Blade here just because I can and I want to. I can do that for free. If we see Mandibuzz switch in, that's fine. Jolteon is actually going to stay in here, so that is a dead Jolteon. All right, Jolteon is going to go down. Boom. Yep, Jolteon is dead. So, but then Gengar comes in and clicks Sludge Wave, and we lose. So, I think that's just always GG's. I don't see a world in which we win here, unfortunately. It sucks to go out like this. I really liked my odds. This was my best matchup, but I was also worried about things like Gengar. Like, even though this was my best matchup, like, there were still ways I could lose. I don't know why I've just been playing so badly recently. I kind of hate it. It sucks, but yeah, I hate that I misplayed so much. Well, I didn't even misplay, really. I just didn't play well. GG's to my opponent. Really, really well played. We are going to be kicked out of the Luxuryball division. Well, kicked out. You get my point. It always sucks to go out like this. I mean, granted, it makes my prepping for the next few weeks a little bit easier, which is good, but ultimately, I am still very sad that we lose this game. I've been on a bit of a losing streak again, so I need to get back into the hyperbolic time chamber and start winning games again. Unfortunate. It is what it is. I'm currently in playoffs in one more league that I'm not uploading, so it's a Godly Gift League, but yeah. I'll probably make a video talking about the MDL team and this team together. I do really want to do that because I did really like both of these teams. Maybe I won't, maybe I will, we'll see. Actually, you know what? I probably won't just because I have so many other projects that I want to work on. So, overall, I really like this team a lot. It impressed me a lot, and I really enjoy prepping with it. I wish I could have done... I wish I could have carried it farther than quarters, but you know what? Like, with a Mono Sun team, we'll still take this result. It is very nice. Really well played to my opponent. I wish I played better. I wish I could have given you a better game. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all enjoyed this battle. I need to start locking in again. I need to play better. Thank you all so much for watching. I already said that. Be sure to check out my opponent's side of the battle down in the description below and cheer them on in their run. Hopefully, they made championships, so that way we can say we lost to the champion. But, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I already said that. Well, now, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Peace out, mates!